about that. God says, Edom, you are just as guilty as the people who came and attacked the people of Israel. You standing by, watching, observing what is happening with no concern, with no care, with no action, you know the right thing to do. You became just like those who actually did the sin. God's eyes, they were equal in guilt because they stood by and did nothing. Think about that. As a church today, what's the application? There's so much evil, there's so much injustice that's happening in the world. But when we stand by and do nothing, when we know the right thing to do and withhold good, we become guilty of that sin. And there's a thought here that I had that eventually what is on your heart and your mind will come to fruition through your actions. If that's a lesson that we could just pause and pull this out of Edom and Obadiah's case for a moment in context, is what you allow to think on, what you allow to dwell in your heart will one day come to fruition through your actions. You cannot harbor lust and idolatry in your mind without that coming out in some way. Edom harbored hatred in their heart, and they dreamed of the day that they would see their brothers die. They, if you could speak in their mind, they had visions of the day that Jerusalem would be destroyed. And finally, when the opportunity came, they seized it. They seized it. And we as people have to watch the things that we put in our hearts, the things that we put in our minds that we allow to stay there. We can't let things go unchecked. Because one day when an opportunity arises, the way you've been thinking, what you've been harboring in your heart, it will seize that opportunity. You know, I'm so grieved by the way and hear destruction, the bad choices that people make. And the pain they feel, the genuine remorse they feel in those moments. But that could have been prevented a long time ago had they checked their heart. Had they won the battle in their mind and in their heart and chosen to not allow those things to reign freely. So wherever you're at or whatever things might be your temptation, what might be dwelling on your heart this morning, do not let them go unchecked. Bring them before the Lord. Bring them before the Lord's people. Someone you trust, someone that can keep you accountable, someone that can deal graciously, lovingly, but also firmly and tell you the truth before it becomes an outward thing that ruins you.